everyone, this is Cooking with Matthew. We're going to be doing broccoli and cheese soup today. I got the oil getting hot over here. I'm mixing and walk y'all around and show you some ingredients. So I got the oil getting hot in here. Got some chicken broth there. I got some mild cheddar cheese in the block, onions, broccoli, fresh garlic, heavy cream. Alright, so we're going to start off putting these onions in here. There's 2 cups of onions. I've already measured them up before we got on video. Get my trusty wooden spoon here. I love using wooden spoons when I cook. I got this garlic over here. We'll go ahead and put some garlic in. The next, see if I can get over here. Alright, so next I'm going to get this broccoli. Cut it in little pieces. Break it up. Take the stem off. We're going to use the stem still though. I'm doing this for to cook a little faster. I'm cutting them in half as you see. And I'm cutting the stem out of them and chopping the stem up. Made these little broccoli florets. Getting that stem like that. I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces so it'll cook evenly with all this other stuff. This is 2.5 pounds of broccoli. I've got some scales over here I bought the other day, just so I could weigh stuff, but I didn't weigh these. I weighed them when I was at Walmart buying it. So see, I'm just cutting them little stems into little pieces. I'm going to get to use one of my new tools I bought a while back. I'm excited about using my new immersion blender. It's a big boy one. It's 2.5 pounds. It's a lot of broccoli. Keep this stirred. Cut the heat down a little bit. Go ahead and add my chicken broth. This is 2 quarts. I'm going to probably end up doing some more chicken broth. I know I am. Just trying to get these into. These pieces are about like that. That's the way I'm going right now with it. Something like that. Alright, we're back to normal. So I'm going to get some more chicken broth. I think we're going to be needing. I'm using this powdered broth. I'm going to do another couple quarts of that. Be 12 cups of chicken broth, what I'm using here. So I'm on next, get this broccoli. We're gonna put this broccoli in here. Maybe enough broccoli. I got enough broccoli. I can do some more stuff with this broccoli later. I'll eat it raw or something. I'm gonna weigh it though, so we know what we've actually used. I know I start off with 2.5 pounds of it. Let's see. Just some little bitty pieces, little shredded stuff. So I got that going. Got it cranked up. Oh, I know what I need to go to next. I'm gonna put white pepper is what I use. Brown white pepper. Any kind of white based soup, I try to use white pepper. Just 1 tablespoon. I got more of this if I need it. I'm gonna go with 2 tablespoons of the pink sea salt. So we're back. I'm gonna show y'all what this broccoli. I ended up using all that broccoli. I ended up putting it all in there because it started shrinking down a little bit. That's what broccoli's pretty well cooked. I got my cheese shredded up over here. I didn't use that whole block. I used roughly 1 pound. That's 1 pound of cheese shredded after I shredded it. So that's cheddar cheese. I got my heavy cream here. This is the next ingredient we're going to put in. I got 1/4 of heavy cream. Go ahead and add this in. Go ahead and crank this back up a little more. Yeah, because I realized that once it started shrinking down, I think it looked like almost too much at first with the amount of chicken broth I had in there, but I remember I had this 1/4 cream, and I knew there was going to be some liquid come out of the broccoli, so it was right what I had to begin with. So that's 2.5 pounds of broccoli. I need to go ahead and add that 1/2 pound bag. So, got that going on. I'm going to now do the fun part, and I get to use this big boy immersion blender. And this ain't really, I remember I've talked to y'all about the big immersion blenders before. I got a really good deal on this thing right around Christmas. I bought this for myself for Christmas, and I haven't used it yet. I cut it on to make sure it worked, but if I had had the money, I'd have bought a RoboCoot. I bought a Waring. This is like the key of the blenders. I mean, it'll do, but it's not a Chevrolet. You know, or a Cadillac. The RoboCoot is the Cadillac of all kitchen equipment. This thing, you can use a little smaller one. I just got this one. It's a little overkill, but I've always wanted one. The ones I'm used to using is like 3 of these put together. That's what I'm used to using. One that's like 3 of these put together. So I'm gonna bring the camera over here and see if I can video this. We're gonna stick it down in the hole. Alright, so I got all that stuff chopped up good. This over here. My camera back. Alright, so I got that chopped up. I'm going to start adding this cheese now. You can use American. I've got American cheese over here because sometimes I like to add some of that in there to it. You can use whatever kind of cheese you want to use for this soup. I was going to get the white cheddar, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. I wanted the white cheddar, but I wanted the soup to look a little bit yellowish, just because that's what y'all people are used to, I believe. That's what most people are used to when they see a broccoli cheese soup. Let's see. I probably could, if you want to, you can actually, there's different ways of doing that broccoli. If you want to put that broccoli in like this food processor here and chop it up some in that and just cook it to tender. If you want big chunks of, like or smaller chunks of broccoli, I like it so a little bit more smooth. So you can use this for your broccoli if you decide you can just cook it to its tender. Then you can start doing what I'm doing with the cheese. I really wanted to use that immersion blender. I'll be honest with you. This has been killing me to use that thing. I finally got to use it. So now this thing come to a now I'm going to start adding the cornstarch slurry, the famous cornstarch slurry I use in all my soups, just about it. You just keep adding it till it thickens up to where you want it to be. You can tell it's going to take it all. Done with that. I used to only use the stems in this. When I was worked at Perdido Beach Resort, we had this on the menu. I would cut up the broccoli for like the parties, and I would only use the stems. So if you have just stems, if you like using broccoli, you got a bunch of broccoli that you're using, and you just use it like for a party, something like you're doing some trays. You can actually just use the stems to make this soup with, and maybe put a little bit of the florets in it just to have that them little pieces in there. But I used to make the broccoli and cheese soup with just the only stems. I'm gonna cut that heat down a little bit. Give this a little taste. I'm gonna see what we got. Heaven. Tastes just like heaven. I don't know if heaven's right, but I imagine it tastes like this broccoli cheese soup. That's what we're looking like, finished product. You can put you some bacon bits on this, some more cheese on this, some sour cream you want to garnish it with, but it's just fine the way it is. And I'm gonna go over this recipe now with you. I'm gonna put it here where you can see it. Then I'm going to call it out. So we got broccoli cheese soup, 2 cups of onions. I just julienned them. It was easier to do it. You can do it however you want to do it. 2 tablespoons of fresh garlic. Now, I don't never put the olive oil or nothing in, but you need to use olive oil, bacon grease, whatever you want to saute it in. Saute it for about a minute and a half. Then you add your 12 quarts of chicken broth. Then we got 2.5 pounds of broccoli, stem and all cut up, 2 tablespoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of white pepper, 12 quarts of chicken broth, 1 quart of heavy cream, 1 pound of shredded cheese. That stuff is delicious, guys. You know, sometimes I got to make adjustments and stuff. Like I said, I just freestyle these recipes. I never actually use the recipe when I make stuff, unless it's required. Like at the hospital, I've made the recipes, so when I go to cook for the patients, I do pull the recipe book out. But it's recipes me and the dietitians. I'll come up with the recipes and I'll give the dietitian, if they say you got to take this or that out. And I asked them, well, can I add this or that, you know, to get the seasoning right? Then we come up with that, but we have to go by strict recipes on that. But the recipes I created by doing this stuff, all just like this, freestyling it, and then giving it to them and seeing if it'll work. So look, I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe. I needed more subscribers, and you know, by doing that, you know, you'll help me out a lot. And hope you like the video and hope you enjoy the soup. Y'all have a blessed day.